Cancer, welcome to The Good, the Bad, and the Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing your love forecast for the month of August 2016. This is your August love reading. This is a general love reading and will not resonate with everyone. For the most accurate reading with the most accurate outcome, I always recommend coming and getting a private reading. So Cancer, what will be so for Cancer? This is for my Cancer suns, moons, and risings, and those on the cusp. What will be so for Cancer with regards to their love lives? For love and relationships, singles and couples, men and women. What will be so for my Cancers for the month of August 2016? This is for my Cancer suns, Cancer moons, and Cancer risings, and those on the cusp of Cancer. What will be so for Cancer? Oh. Sometimes the cards don't want to mix. Let's try that again. What will be so for my Cancer suns, Cancer moons, and Cancer risings, and those on the cusp? I am going to be doing a rune casting today, as well as pulling an oracle message at the end of your reading, so stay tuned for those. What will be so for my Cancers with regards to their love lives for the month of August 2016, Spirit? Just trying to get that card to stand. There we go. That's going to be your outcome card for the month of August. Let's take a look at your runes. What will be so for Cancer with regards to their love lives for the month of August? Okay, you've got a few runes that are face down. Those are the unknowns. And then you have one rune on your foundation and one on your recent past. Actually, this is in your recent past as well. So, very good. Let's take a look at your cards, Cancer. Oh, interesting. The Seven of Swords crossed by the High Priest. What comes below you is the Chariot reversed. The Chariot is also represents your sign, Cancer, can represent your sign. What comes above you is Strength in reverse. In the recent past, you have the Two of Pentacles reversed. In the near future, you have the Knight of Pentacles. In the position of how you see yourself, you have the Page of Cups reversed. In your environment, this is how your significant other may be viewing you or dealing with you. They have the Six of Rods reversed. In your hopes and fears, you have the Nine of Swords reversed. And your outcome for the month of August is the Devil in reverse. Okay. So, you have a few reversals, which tells me that the Uranus retrograde may be affecting your sign. So let's take a look. You walk into August with the energy of the Seven of Swords. And actually, I got this card for Sagittarius in the same position. Now, the cards have been shuffled and dealt, so I find it very interesting that you both had the same card in this position. It may be that you have Cancer, have a Sagittarius rising or Sagittarius moon, or Sagittarius in your chart, or vice versa. You might be a Sagittarius with a Cancer rising or a Cancer moon. But the Seven of Swords to me talks about strategies, mental tests, conflict, and self-interest. Here we see a man jumping out of the window. He has his bag of loot, which contains 5 swords, and he's lowering down another bag with 2 more swords. Now he's doing this all at night, so it does involve stealth. It does involve secrecy. It could be that you are planning on getting away with something. It can represent someone who is cheating on their partner or is simply involved in doing something that is, I wouldn't say selfish, but in terms of their self-interest. They have things that they want to get done. This is a mental energy, though, the Seven of Swords, and it does involve some kind of testing, some kind of strategy, like mind games, trickery, that kind of thing. So it's kind of it's a interesting card. It's a very difficult card to interpret on its own. But what's crossing you is the High Priest, which for me is the card of conformity, commitment, doing things the way that they've always been done, marriage, higher learning and institutions, belonging to something bigger than yourself, reason, knowledge, having the keys to the church, having the keys to the knowledge, to the answers. Who has been your teacher, or who are you benefiting as a teacher? Who are you learning from? Who is your student? This is the kind of questions that come up with the High Priest. Now in the challenge position, it could be that you're trying to get away from a marriage or committed relationship. Your challenge is around conforming. It may be that you simply don't want to conform. You're more interested in doing things your own way. And there is some selfishness going on here. It could be that what's blocking you, or what the doorway is that you need to walk through, is in conforming in some way and committing yourself to something, to someone. It could be that a marriage or significant relationship is becoming a challenge for you in the month of August for this very reason. Now Uranus going retrograde, it just calls to mind this whole energy of wanting to, like, what makes you special, what makes you unique, needing to blend in, but also needing to stand out. So it could be that there's some things you're working through in terms of a marriage or a significant relationship right now. Or if commitment is something that you've been thinking about, it may become more apparent to you throughout the month of August that you're just going to have to do things your own way. It's just not going to work in terms of, you know, having a traditional bond. So, or vice versa. It may be that you need to kind of take advantage of this opportunity to do things in a unique manner for the benefit of a marriage or a committed relationship. Now, what puts you here, we have the Chariot in reverse, which, as I mentioned, is this is your card, the card of Cancer. And when I see it reversed, there's, it's like something has come to a screeching halt. It can be that, now for some of you, I just heard that there was a major car accident. For others of you, it could be that the car accident is one in terms of the relationship, and the things are stuck, they're not moving forward. It could be that someone is sort of driven off aggressively or has left the other person standing there and has tried to move forward too fast. Normally when I see this card, it's momentum. It's shooting for the stars. It's you're flying high. There's so much freedom and so much power. You've taken the reins. And here maybe it's that things haven't been moving forward for you, and so you're maybe you've been feeling stuck in a rut or in a relationship for so long, and you're thinking to yourself, I am just going to do things the way that I want to do them. And the little rune that's coming up here with the two rods pointing down is Ansu's wisdom. Okay. It's saying that you have a lot of wisdom and knowledge to rely on here. Perhaps you've been in this situation before. Perhaps there's wisdom in terms of something that you've recently failed at doing. Maybe the rune is saying that there's wisdom in failure. There's wisdom in this situation being stuck. There's something that you can learn from this. There's greater knowledge available to you. Think of Ansu as like the high priestess, where there's inner knowledge, inner knowing. Maybe it's just a sense that things have gone in the wrong direction, or you suddenly have lost control of the vehicle, so to speak, and now you're taking the reins. You're taking things into your own hands here. Now, it's not saying to me whether what you're doing is ethical. It could be that you're doing some things that are a little under the radar because of the fact that he's working by night here and he's lifting these goods from this house. Certainly, conformity is something that is going to cross you in August. Any kind of traditional organization, anything that asks you to give up your individuality for a larger group, that asks you to blend into tradition, that's going to be an obstacle for you. That's going to be a problem. So going back into the recent past, you have the Two of Pentacles reversed. Sorry, lower the card down. So there was some difficulty and maybe juggling your affairs. It may be that there was a lack of balance, or that you were dealing with some changes that weren't so smooth. Could be that you dropped the ball in a relationship, or that you were previously seeing two people and now those two people are no longer options. Something you had to let go of something. You couldn't keep up the act. That's something that's a message that I'm getting, is that you couldn't keep up the act much longer. Also, there's this, let's see, I just want to look at the rune here. Pertho, future. Pertho is future this way. Oh, it's pointing the other direction. There's a little bit of chaos here, I have to say, in your recent past. But it could be that you took too many risks. It could be that something that you were doing was a bit of a gamble. It could be that you lost some funding or some money on something that you were doing. I get the sense that someone was feeling let down. That's one of the messages that I'm getting intuitively. And then also out here we have Sowillo, self, Merkstave. So this has to do with your ego. This has to do with your self-esteem. It also resonates with the Sun card, which is positive energy, life energy, vitality. Okay, so it may have just been that you were doing too much and neglecting yourself along the way. This can have a negative impact on the future of the relationship. It's saying that you were feeling overwhelmed, okay? You were. Perhaps things came to a screeching halt for you. It's saying you still have this wisdom here. You have this inner knowing. You have knowledge. You have references. You have perhaps a source of information that no one else has. This ancient wisdom. Now, what you may be thinking or feeling, you have strength in reverse. This can represent fears, hatred, illness, self-esteem issues, issues with confidence. It can be someone who's too controlling or who's too restrictive. This can be an ugly battle with your, like where your ego comes roaring out, and you lose control of your temper. You may take things out on your partner. You know, there's a lot of different interpretations for strength. Strength is the card of Leo here. So again, this is in your manifest position. It's what you'd like to make your own, but you haven't. It's what you're thinking and feeling. Something to do with a loss of control. There's a great, with strength in reverse and a chariot reverse and the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Because you've lost control of some aspect of your life, perhaps it was a financial situation, perhaps because you were trying to force something to work, but that didn't, you're now going to be confronting something much bigger than you, which comes in the form of the High Priest. Like I said, if you took a vow of marriage, if you took a job or position, or you're dealing with people in authority, government institutions, a commitment, that is going to be challenging for you. You're going to try to get out of it. You're going to try to leave something behind. You're going to try and get away with something. It's almost like, I just heard it's your way or the highway. Something that I'm getting, okay? This may not be true for all of you. Now, the good news is that in the near future, I do have the Knight of Pentacles. He can represent an Earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn male. I do see contentment coming for you. This is slow and steady progress. For relationships or singles, it just means that someone may be moving rather slowly, methodically, keeping grounded, keeping your eye on the prize, not making any rash movements. There's a sense of having regained control here and looking into the future. So I like to see this. So for the middle of August, I see something being resolved there. It also can represent someone who's coming in to offer you an act of service, an act of kindness, an act of generosity. Knights are usually in their 30s or 40s. This could be male or female influence in your life that is beneficent, someone that is here to help you out, make you an offer that you can't refuse. Now, in a position of how you see yourself, yes, you are disappointed. You feel, now, pages are young and immature. They can act immature in love. They can be selfish. They can be demanding. When they don't get their way, they're going to be pouty. This is crocodile tears. This is someone who is, yes, they feel disappointed in love. There's something that they feel let down about. I'm not sure this is how you're seeing yourself, you know, so I'm just getting the sense that here this is an offering of love. It's gentle, it's innocent. It is a loving energy. Here I feel like maybe you're blocking this energy somehow. You're not accepting of it. In your environment, this is how your significant other may be viewing you or dealing with you. Okay, so they see you as the Six of Rods reversed. So again, I'm getting the sense that some of you are feeling let down or like betrayed, or so upright he's got the credit that he deserves. He feels like he's getting the credit that he deserves. He feels like he's getting the attention that he wants. He's got the accolades. He's got his social, the crowd around him, the people that support us. His supporters are very happy for him. And here it's saying that your partner or the person that you think about the most may be viewing you or dealing with you in this manner. If they're viewing you as a Six of Rods reversed, they're saying that they don't see you as maybe being victorious in some way, or as having like conquered, or as having won, or as having maybe even having good self-esteem about yourself. They may see that you feel betrayed, or like you don't feel like the leader that you should be, or that you didn't get the credit that you deserve. Something along those lines, okay? So it's not horrible. It's just saying that there's some disappointment going on here. Certainly you're feeling it emotionally, and they're seeing that it has to do with, I'm getting more of an external, like how people are treating you, or you perceive them to be treating you. Maybe it's that, I'm kind of getting a sense that like there's something that you wanted but didn't get, and you felt let down. That's kind of that's the feeling that I'm getting. There's like disappointment here. You know, now I'm also getting, I have to say it, ego strokes. You know, when someone strokes your ego, like they give you a compliment, or maybe you got a backhanded compliment. That's, you know, one thing that I'm seeing is that someone isn't giving you the praise that you feel you deserve, or putting you up on that pedestal. So in your hopes and fears, you have the Knight of Swords reversed. So as a fear, it's just saying that I don't think you want to feel anxiety and pressure. You certainly don't want to be put on under the gun about anything. Your fear is this type of energy, you know, being put on the spot, having to worry about something, feeling feelings of anxiety, possibly regret, just constant worrying. You don't want that. Your outcome for the month of August is the Devil in reverse. This is some kind of broken agreement or hitting rock bottom. It's you saying enough is enough. It could be that you were once in a physical relationship with someone where it was a mostly physical relationship or physical attraction. But in the reverse, it's saying that you had to stop this. You have to stop this behavior. There is a breaking free. Okay, this is the card of Capricorn as well. So you may be in a relationship with a Capricorn, and this card is saying that the energy is one of breaking a bad habit, breaking an agreement, breaking the chains that bond you to whatever that bad habit is, recognizing that it hasn't been putting you in a positive cycle. And so it's the breaking of some cycle. Okay, that's another message that I'm getting. Because the Devil is the card of bondage. And it begs the question of what is it that you are, you know, bound to? What is it that you have trouble in terms of you feeling powerless against this energy? It's saying that you start to take control back in your life. It's very positive in the reverse. It's saying that you're taking back your power and you're not going to let this negative habit continue to wreck your relationships, to take over your love life, or to keep you in a lowered state, a low sort of emotional energy. Because that's what it is. It's a lower energy. It's a baser energy. The card that I pulled for you, Cancer, is Dreams, vivid dreaming, dream messages, and dream teaching. And let's just back that up a little bit. This is card 23. I'm going to read briefly from the book here. When this card appears, please go deeper into the world of the dream. It may be time to keep a dream journal or to spend even just 5 minutes each morning meditating on your sleeping life. It is unlikely that your mind will have a great deal of information that will be valuable for you. There will be details, There will be details and imagery, poetry, and symbolism in your dream. And it is a creative, flowing, imaginative, and surreal world you enter when you sleep. Spend some time each morning or day feeling the dream, then musing on its meaning. Do not try to pin it down or it will fly free, eluding you. Have long baths or warm showers prior to bedtime and visualize yourself in a pool before drifting off to sleep. Allow the waters of sleep to take you and the mermaids of dreams to sing to you. Now in the reverse position, it does indicate sleep disturbances, awakening throughout the night, unable to remember or recall or to feel out your dreams. A sense of something being out of your reach. Sleep that is shallow and fitful, or simply proclaiming, you do not dream. This, along with denial that you dream or that dreams matter at all, could be taking place at the moment. First, change your sleeping environment and begin to soften in your determined opinions. You have dreams and messages that are wishing to speak with you, but it is up to you if you choose to remain deaf to them. In other words, be a little more dreamy. Believe in your dreams, Cancer. It does help to keep a dream journal. There may be some messages coming to you through your dreams at this time. There's so much rich symbolism. I have an intermediate background in dream interpretation. If there's leave for me in the comments any vivid dreams that you may have and its symbolism that you have questions about. I specialize in animal symbolism, like animal totems and other types of symbolism, and it's really profound what you can gain. There's deep knowledge in your dreams. Remember, Ansu's here. Knowledge. I do feel like this is a powerful message saying that if you pay attention to your dreams at night, you are going to receive some information. It's your spirit guides and angels. They're guiding you, and there's subconscious messages here for you to take advantage of that are going to help you progress in your relationships, in your love life, and in just life in general. So if you like this reading, be sure to hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, leave me a comment. I read all my comments and I enjoy reading them very much. Thank you for joining me for the love forecast for August. Sending you many blessings, love and light.